Okay guys, so here I'm going to give you a little tutorial. So obviously you're putting in your first stake. The main thing you need to do, you have your corner of your tent body right here. You want your guy line to be in line with that. You do not want to be doing your stake over here. And I'll show you on the second peg, you're going to see that the tent will naturally, because you want to pull it tight, you want a tight square. So do you see how the tent is trying, the guy line is trying to go this way? You will not get a perfect square if you have your stake right here. So what I do is I hold it tight and then I manually come over here and I put my stake in. Again, tent body perpendicular to the stake. The third one is going to line up better. It's going to naturally kind of go with that flow. You see how it's just kind of naturally going in where we want? It's that second stake that I think a lot of you are getting your wonky pitches from, because you cannot create a square if your stake is over here. And without a perfect square, the floor of your tent is going to be all wrinkled and you're not going to get that cool, you know, sage pitch without a perfect square. So that's the tip. Basically, you just kind of guide the tent. Sorry, I'm navigating around some scat. This isn't the best example. Okay, so I actually ran out of room here a little bit, so I had to go and adjust my guy line here to make it a little bit shorter. So it's barely fitting here, but I just want to, you know, finish the video. So now I have a somewhat relative square tight pitch. Oh, and look, this is a complete rookie mistake right here. This zipper was a little bit open. You want that to be closed when you pitch, so that was a no-no. Trekking pole in, and then you find your little doohickey jigger bobber. You put your there, and now you adjust, and you just go until it's tight, and you try to pull this a little bit to the right, and then boom. All right, let's go do the other side. Trekking pole in the cup. Put your pole in the doohickey majigger bobber. Pull tight. And there you go. There's your pitch. Folding the tent to have a really nice looking tent. I like to do it like a burrito, where I fold in, and I have tension here. And I just keep working it in like a burrito. I don't know how else to explain it, but I like to keep it tight. You can see Dan's very generous with you guys for the loose tent fly wrap. So there you go. Again, the trekking pole, I usually like to have it a little bit, obviously you want it out of the way of your zipper. See, like right here it's in my way, so I like to pull it to the right. So now I can get in and out trekking pole, and it tends to pitch better that way. Can you see the floor of my tent? How it's relatively smooth even though I'm on lumpy grass. If you have a lot of creases in your tent floor, it's usually because your square's off. So there you go. I'll stake out this guy here. Boom. Roll up the other side and show you guys some pictures. So here's the finished product. I wasn't happy with the way the tent looked without the apex. So I went ahead and deployed the apex guidelines here. And then just tightened it up, made it a little bit nicer. See how nice and tight that is? It would not look like that without the apex. Sometimes it will and sometimes it won't. But I'm pretty picky about the way the tent looks. So here's the bathtub floor. And you do see some weirdness going on here, but that is because I'm on weird unlevel grass in this campsite. So if I didn't have a square, you would see like really deep lines like that in your bathtub. So you can see that the bathtub floor is upright and it's pretty decent. It's definitely square. Isn't she beautiful? We are at Hawk Campground in the Marin Headlands. We backpacked here from San Francisco over by Golden Gate Bridge. Daisy Durston.